everybody, it's Elliot from Little Pine Rule here today. I'm here in my bedroom and we got another collection video for you, and it's a good one. Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath collection. This should be a good one. Here it is. Let's do this. The first album that I'm going to be going over is Black Sabbath's self-titled album, Black Sabbath. I love this album. This is their most raw album out of the bunch because it's Ozzy's first album. I think Ozzy's voice sounds a little more horrifying on this album, which I really like. I also love the horrifying, creepy, eerie cover art with the black silhouette in front of the houses and trees. It just has a little eerie feeling, which I like. And this album is a classic and a very important part to my Black Sabbath collection. Also, my favorite songs on this album have to be Black Sabbath and NIB. A lot of great songs on this album, but those are my two favorites. The next one up is Black Sabbath's Paranoid. It's one of the most classic heavy metal albums out there. A lot of amazing hit songs on here. Also some of my favorites. You got War Pigs, Paranoid, Iron Man, Planet Caravan. Every song on here is amazing. It's perfect. Also, probably one of my favorites out of all of the Black Sabbath albums is Master of Reality. I like it because it kind of sounds like it's in a different dimension. It's a little different from all the other ones. Ozzy Osbourne, I just read the Ozzy autobiography book, and the song Sweet Leaf is about weed, so it's probably when he was smoking a lot of weed and doing a lot of drugs. That's why it sounds a little crazy. I think the riffs on this album is probably the best out of all the Black Sabbath albums. That's just my opinion. You can have a different one. I love the song Sweet Leaf. Solitude, Orchid, I really like because it's an instrumental acoustic song. Brings a little more depth to the album. Into the Void, one of the most classic Tony Iommi riffs. Very awesome album. Also, I just thought it would be cool to show you guys this gatefold. Take a look at that. Young Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, and Geezer. Awesomeness. Okay, so out of the bunch, this is the album I'm least familiar with, Black Sabbath Volume 4. I gotta listen to it more, gotta spin the record a little more. I don't know that many songs on this album. Like I said, I haven't listened to it that much, but I really like the album art, and I really, really like pictures in this gatefold also. Ozzy right there. Got some more pages to it, which I like. I think it's pretty cool. It's at a concert. And then one last page. Look at that beautiful guitar Tony Iommi has. Gibson SG. The song that sticks out to me the most on this album is probably Snowblind. Ozzy said whenever he hears this album, he actually thinks and tastes the cocaine that he did back in the day when he was writing this album. Snowblind is actually about cocaine. And originally, Ozzy Osbourne wanted to name this album Snowblind, but they decided to go with Volume 4. Thought that was a cool fact that you guys should know if you didn't know already. I learned it from the autobiography book that I'm currently reading. I listened to this one the least out of all of them, but it's still a really good album. Next one up is Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I love the album art on here. You can see 666 in the background. I really like the riffs on this album. Once again, Tony Iommi did an amazing job like he always does. And for some reason, on the song Looking for Today, the song structure, the singing structure is so perfect. It like hits me right in the soul. Ozzy's voice on that song is just perfect, like it always is. And Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, this is one of my favorite songs on this album. So this isn't one of my favorites, since I like Black Sabbath's Paranoid and Black Sabbath's Master of Reality. But it's a good album. It's a really good album. Let me know your favorite Black Sabbath album. Also, here's 2 CDs from my dad's collection when he collected CDs. We got Sabotage and Greatest Hits. Now this is probably my favorite thing in my whole collection of metal, of all my records, and it is a Black Sabbath CD signed by Ozzy Osbourne, Tony, and Geezer. So awesome. I got it at the end tour. We were at Madison Square Garden. It was an awesome show, and it really, really is so awesome to have. I'm really psyched on it. Just looking at it makes me like want to cry of joy. Okay, so now we are on to my Ozzy Osbourne side of my collection, and we are starting off with their first album, and probably one of my favorite albums ever, Blizzard of Oz. It is so awesome. Every song on this album hits me right here in the soul. Ozzy's voice is awesome. Randy Rhoads, his guitar playing is just legendary. I love this album so much. It's in my top 5 favorite records of all time. Like I said, every song on this album is just awesome. I Don't Know, Crazy Train, Goodbye to Romance D, which I did a cover of. Check that out. Suicide Solution, Mr. Crowley, No Bone Movies, Revelation, and Steal Away. I love this picture of Ozzy on the back. Classic. Alright, so this has to be my second favorite album from Ozzy. Probably one of my favorites ever also. Flying High Again is on this album. Over the Mountains on this album. It is called Diary of a Madman. I love the cover art on this. That photo shoot is awesome. I love the back cover too. Got my cat Lucifer in the background in the window. Every song on this album is also amazing, just like Blizzard of Oz. Over the Mountain is awesome. Flying High Again is awesome. You Can't Kill Rock and Roll is awesome. Believer is awesome. Diary of a Madman is probably one of my favorite Ozzy songs that exists. It's a perfect album. Very, very solid album. And also a really important part of my Ozzy Osbourne collection. Next one up is Bark at the Moon. I love this cover art. That's me at like 5 o'clock in the morning. That's actually my cats at 5 o'clock in the morning. Awesome artwork. I love the artwork on this album. Bark at the Moon is probably one of my favorite Ozzy songs also. Rock and Roll Rebels, awesome. Bark at the Moon, the riffs on that album literally sound like a werewolf crawling at nighttime looking at the sky. Incredible album. Happy to have this. Now, this is a very underrated album. Ultimate Sin. This is basically my face when I'm listening to it. I love the cover art once again. This is the second album Jakey Lee's on. Bark at the Moon was Jakey Lee's guitar playing also. Very great album. The Ultimate Sin is a great song. What are your favorite songs on this album? Mine are The Ultimate Sin, Shot in the Dark, and Killer of Giants. Let me know. Okay, so now we got Speak of the Devil. This is a live album where Ozzy Osbourne's playing Black Sabbath songs. This is a really cool picture. So now we got a Randy Rhoads tribute. It's an Ozzy live album. I really wish Randy Rhoads was still alive. He's one of my favorite guitarists ever. One of my heroes. One of the many guitarists that inspired me to play. We got a couple of pictures. Look at these awesome pictures. Really wish he was still alive today. It would be cool to see him playing live, playing that awesome guitar. We also got this cool 7-inch of Flying High Again. My dad got this cool CD called The 10 Commandments a long time ago. It's a limited edition. I don't know how limited edition it is, but it's basically a greatest hits album. Here are the songs on it. Flying High Again, Crazy Train, Diary of a Madman, Shot in the Dark, Thank God for the Bomb, Bark at the Moon Tonight, Little Doll, Steal Away, The Night, So Tired. Pretty cool. Also, we've got a really cool Ozzy autobiography book called I Am Ozzy. Currently reading it right now, about like 130 pages deep. I already told you a little bit from the book that I actually learned. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of crazy, funny stories about Ozzy Osbourne. From when he was really, really young into the Black Sabbath and Ozzy days. Very cool book. Really good read. Also, we've got this really cool limited edition out of 1,000 Black Sabbath The End poster. We got it at Madison Square Garden, New York. That's the show that we went to. I'm really happy that we have this. When I first saw it, I was super psyched, and now we have it. Really love the artwork. It's a silk screen poster, I'm pretty sure. Numbered out of 28, sorry. I love the artwork, like I said, the skeleton with the upside down cross. I got the pentagram in there, really cool. Thank you everybody for watching my awesome Ozzy and Black Sabbath collection video. Let me know your favorite Ozzy and Black Sabbath records, albums. Tell us your collection. Once again, thank you for watching and have an awesome, metal, nice day. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram. Mine is at Elliott Fullam, ELLIOTTFULLAM. And then Little Punk People, that's where you'll be seeing a lot of my mom's art, what's going on with me. And also, be sure to follow all the Terrifier accounts on social media. If you didn't see that video, I actually got into a horror movie, and the director gave me this patch. I'm very excited. I'm super excited for this. Love this patch also. How to put it on the jacket. Also, one quick thing that I wanted to add is that the brand new Ozzy song came out just a couple of days ago, and I listened to it a couple of days ago, and I really love it. I highly recommend that you listen to it. It's called Under the Graveyard. It's pretty crazy to think about that Ozzy's like the same age as my grandparents, and he's still releasing good stuff. So, that's something to be excited about. I'm very excited for that new album to come out. And also, another quick thing that I wanted to add is that sadly we do not have the No More Tears album, which is okay, but it's one of my favorite Ozzy albums out there. We'll get that one soon.